Hello, and welcome to this mindful meditation. My name is Jessi McAnelly. I'm a board-certified hypnotist, and I'll be your guide over the next little while. In this session, you're going to learn how to bring a mindful approach to your day-to-day life. Mindfulness is a practice where you'll develop a non-judgmental awareness of your experience, and it brings your focus back to the present moment. And this simply means observing your thoughts, feelings, sounds, and sensations instead of chasing them down or trying to control them. Regular practice of mindfulness not only helps you to manage stress and anxiety, but it helps to regulate your moods and emotions and builds a strong sense of well-being and peace. You'll experience wonderful benefits from just one session. And yet the more you engage with mindfulness just as a practice, the more those benefits will flow through all areas of your life. So let's begin now. And you can begin with your eyes open, knowing that there's nothing you need to try to do, and there's no need to try not to try. And with those eyes open, you can look at a spot in front of you. It doesn't matter which one. Just a single point. And as you focus your eyes on that one spot and breathe comfortably and naturally, you can notice how that spot there in front of you is becoming the focus of your awareness and your attention. And you might even say that it's the foreground of your awareness. And even with that being the foreground of your awareness, those eyes of yours are still taking in all the information around it. Everything out to the edges of your peripheral vision. And there's everything around that spot as well, everything that's in the background of your awareness. And keeping your eyes focused on that spot, go ahead and notice what happens as you shift your visual awareness from the foreground, from that one spot, to the background, and to everything you can see in your peripheral vision. Taking just a few moments right now to notice what's going on in the background, everything around that spot, right out to the edges of your vision. And noticing even that space that exists between you and that spot in front of you. And then bringing your attention back to that spot in the foreground. And just notice everything around it in the background, all the space and the stuff in between. That expansive sense of opening. To notice both the background and the foreground at the same time. That's right. And taking in a big breath and allowing those eyes to close as you exhale all the way. And if any time during this session you happen to notice other thoughts floating into your mind, you can simply let them float by, like clouds in the sky, carried on the winds through your mind and out of it again. And there's no need to try to control those thoughts. Even perhaps noticing a thought about something going on in your day, or a memory of the past, or maybe just a fantasy of some kind. And you can notice and acknowledge what kind of thought it is, and then just gently, easily, calmly bringing your attention back to what you're doing right now. And turning your attention to the sounds you can hear. Perhaps the sound of my voice, the sounds of the music behind my voice, the changes in tone and cadence, perhaps noises of life moving on behind you and around you, or sounds in the distance. Allowing your attention to focus on any sounds you notice right now as you tune in to your awareness of sound. And as those sounds become the foreground of your awareness, you can notice all the space, the silence out of which those sounds arise. That space between, around, the silence that wraps around each sound. And noticing that background of silent space. And again, bringing your awareness to the sounds themselves in the foreground. Noticing what sounds you're aware of right now. And then that space and silence between them. that background of silence where all those sounds come from and fade back into. And notice the sounds in the foreground, as well as that space and silence, noticing them together at the same time. And taking in another wonderful, cleansing, wholesome breath. And as you exhale, noticing any physical sensations that you become aware of. Perhaps the temperature of the air on your skin, the sensation of whatever is supporting your body as you engage in this meditation. Perhaps the gentle tug of gravity against the weight of your body. Maybe the sensations in your feet, the sensations in your hands. That feeling of cool air entering your nose or mouth as you breathe in, and the warm air as the breath exits, and allowing all those physical sensations to become the foreground of your awareness right now. And all the space around those sensations, the space around your body, the space between your legs and your arms, even noticing the space between those fingers and toes. Even the air around your head, your neck, and your shoulders. And just becoming aware of all that space around where all the sensations are felt. And one more time, you can tune into those sensations in your physical body, paying attention to what's there, anything you perceive, anything that comes to your awareness, any temperature, sensation of energy moving through your body, perhaps even of pressure. And noticing all the space around them, all that space around that body, all the space in which you feel those sensations, so that you notice both the background of space and the foreground of your physical awareness. Noticing both the sensations and the space around them. That's right. And now you can just become aware of any thoughts in that mind of yours right now. Any images, any memories, any preoccupations or plans. I know that it's pretty common for people to wonder whether they're doing it right when it comes to meditation. Or sometimes the mind drifts off into daydreams or fantasies about other times and places. And yet here and now you can just breathe comfortably and observe those thoughts. And notice that mental space where those thoughts come from. And paying attention now to the space between and around those thoughts. That space where those thoughts are born and into which they fade away. Because thoughts can come and go. They can change and shift, much like clouds in the sky. But there is always this open space around them, that space between them. And you might think of it as pure awareness. And just as you tuned into the background of your visual awareness, and just as you tuned into the space and silence between sounds, you can notice this inner mental space, this pure place from which all of your thoughts come. And you can appreciate you are not those thoughts. They come and go, but that consciousness that you are remains, silently observing, still. And you can welcome all sounds, sensations, sights, thoughts, feelings, emotions into yourself. You can welcome them all, whether they're helpful or unhelpful, angry or peaceful, happy or sad, without trying to force them out. And notice with kindness, with compassion and patience, with a sense of open-heartedness, that this is part of the experience of being human. And those thoughts and feelings or emotions, they arrive, they stay for a while, and then they depart. So again, just notice whatever it is that you're noticing right now. Any thoughts, any physical sensations, any images of the mind and just let them be here as part of your experience of being human and being alive right now. And remembering the space around those thoughts and sensations, that background of your awareness. And just for one full minute, I'm going to be silent. And during that time, I'd like you to spend it just being present with whatever it is that you experience over that minute. And the more you practice mindfulness, whether with this session recording or just on your own as you go about your life, you're going to start to notice the benefits pervading everything that you do, bringing that awareness and presence to going to work, in your relationships, even in just your day-to-day chores and how you spend time with yourself. And you can practice to deepen that sense of calm and quiet, that sense of presence to everything you do. And you can already notice the benefits right now, just how much calmer, more relaxed, more present you feel. And this will go with you throughout the rest of your day. Wherever you go, whatever you do. And for now, you can take in one more big deep breath. Start to move those fingers and toes. Maybe have a nice little stretch. And you can bring this calm focus and clarity with you as you return to normal awareness, feeling refreshed, alert. And whenever you're ready, just open your eyes and enjoy the rest of your day. Once again, my name is Jessi McAnelly, and I want to thank you for joining me for this mindfulness meditation today. It's my pleasure to create recordings like this for people like you. And if you enjoyed this experience, go ahead and give me a thumbs up below. And you're welcome to subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And I love to hear about your experience too. So leave a comment down below to let me know how this meditation helped you today. And I'm looking forward to helping you with more recordings in the future. Thanks for stopping in.